So let me guess, your kitten has diarrhea. You're desperate to find a treatment. In this video, I'm gonna give you guys tips on how to treat your kitten's diarrhea. I also wanna explain to breeders on why your kitten might have diarrhea and give you guys some really helpful tools on how to treat it. So today I have my Ragdoll kittens with me. They are super cute, look at this. So I've been breeding cats for about 4 years now, and I feel like I've seen pretty much everything. I'm sure there's more out there, but I've got a lot of experience and I'm gonna share it with you guys. All right guys, I make these videos because this is the closest I can get to pet parents around the world to help them with their cats and their puppies and all their pets. So make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up to help my videos circulate to other pet lovers like yourself, and please leave comments below if you have any questions or you're in desperate need of help. I've got millions of pet parents watching my videos and they can always get in those comments and get back to you quicker than I can to help you out with your pet. All right, let's get into this. So I actually have 2 kitties here. One of my mama cats had twins. So she just had 2 kittens, which can be normal for a first-time mama cat, or some fancy cats just only have 2 kittens. So look how cute they are. So the first thing I think of when my kittens have diarrhea or loose poop all over the crate is a diet change. So at 3 to 4 weeks old, we're gonna start weaning them. They can't be nursing from the mom anymore. It's too hard on the mom because these kittens are bigger also and they're gonna suck all our nutrients. And you're gonna start feeding them wet food. So you're gonna put some wet food on a plate and you're gonna be weaning these kittens. They also might have some snacks still from the mom around 3 weeks old, but as we're weaning them, they're gonna start to get diarrhea because their gut is changing. They're going from mom's milk to food, and that is different for their stomach. So they're gonna have loose stool. And you might think something's wrong with your kittens or that they're sick, but if they're playing, they're active, and they're still eating, they're fine. They're just having that diarrhea from the new food. Then you have to think about what food you're feeding them. So the first thing is diet change. And I brought some food with me to show you what a high quality kitten diet looks like that will help their stomachs. So in my experience, I've made mistakes, all right? I've been doing this 4 years. I've fed them Fancy Feast before. This is actually Friskies because the moms love it. My mom cats like it. It's high calorie, it's junk food. I've given this to my kittens, and what I've experienced is blowout diarrhea. They don't do well on it. So if you guys are behind the screen and you're like, oh, that's what I'm giving them, okay, this could fix your problem right away. So take away this, the Fancy Feast, the Friskies, don't feed them this, and go to the store and pick up Hills Science Diet kitten food or Royal Canin kitten food, Purina kitten food, and that's gonna be a higher quality diet for your kittens. All right, I have nothing against these other companies, but if you're breeding kittens or you got a new kitten and they have diarrhea, think about what you're feeding them. The other thing is if that kitten food still isn't working, I even put them on prescription diets as a vet. They can eat adult diets. These are complete and balanced diets for all life stages. So that means your little kittens can grow, thrive, and do super well even on an adult diet. So Purina EN, Hills ID, these foods are great for them, and that can even help firm up their stool. So once your kittens get a little older, around 5 weeks old, you're gonna feed them some hard food. So of course you're gonna start with the kitten kibble, which is a small bite kibble for the kittens. You offer this to them, put it in a bowl, make sure they hear that jingling sound. It gets them used to feeding time and hearing kibble, so they connect that with food. So you're gonna give them kibble, and that should help firm up their stool. You can also feed them a prescription stomach kibble like Hills ID. They love this too. They can grow healthy on this food, and I feed this to my kittens. I'll give some to the adults and some to the kittens, and they love it and they do great. So when a new kitten owner comes in and they're complaining that their kitten has diarrhea, the first thing I think of is parasites. So we have to get a fecal sample and send it out to the lab and find out what parasites the kitten has that could be causing them to have diarrhea. But I already pretty much know which one it is, and that's coccidia. This parasite is unavoidable in kittens and even adult cats. because they carry it in their poop. So the mom cat already is shedding this parasite in their poop, in the litter, when they're with their kittens. So all kittens are gonna get this. So if you're a breeder watching this video, you need to know about coccidia because your kittens are going to get it and they're gonna have diarrhea. So coccidia looks like a yellow pasty diarrhea. You're gonna see it if you've been breeding cats long enough, or even if this is your first time around with kittens, they're gonna get this. So we treat that with Ponazeril or Ponzeril, everyone says it different. So that treats coccidia. It's about 0.1 mil per kitten, and you give that for about 3 days. So I start to deworm them with this around 5 weeks old if I'm noticing that yellow pasty poop. And then I do it again at 8 weeks old. And I also make sure my food is good, that they're not getting fancy feast from the other cats and they're getting their kitten food only or that prescription food. And that is gonna make their poop really nice and my kittens are gonna be happy. So this diarrhea phase with kittens is really frustrating. I know personally a lot of cat breeders that have quit because of it, because at that 4 to 5 week mark, and even at 6 weeks and 7 weeks, these are called poopy kittens. They make such a mess. So you really need to be on top of them, make sure they're clean, make sure their cage is clean, their litter is clean, they're getting new litter, they're not sitting in old litter that has coccidia still in it once you've treated them. So husbandry is really important. All right, so if your kittens are also not acting normal and you've done the 2 things I've told you, there could be something else going on. You need to bring a fecal sample to your veterinarian and have them test it for another parasite. They could have Giardia, which I don't see a lot, but they could have that, and they could have hookworms. So those are treated with different things. The hookworms, you use Panicure or fenbendazole, and the Giardia, you use metronidazole. So your veterinarian will give you that. They'll also do a checkup on your kitten to make sure everything is normal with them, because there's something that's really scary, and that's called distemper. You do not want this. That's like kitty parvo. It actually is a parvovirus, and that causes them to fade and die, and your entire litter could die. So making sure your cattery is clean and your kittens are up to date on vaccines and they're not having diarrhea that's making them weak or susceptible to getting a virus is important. You want to keep your kittens really healthy. All right, guys, I hope this video helped you with your kitties. If you have a cattery or just you got a new kitten yourself, I have a really feisty ragdoll right here. She does not want to be held up for you guys. Look at her. She's so cute. Anyways, subscribe, hit the thumbs up, hit the bell to get notifications, and I will see you guys next week.